It's been a very long time since I filmed. I'm sorry, life has been crazy. I haven't had time to do much of anything. But the only thing I'm thankful for it is the end of the week. And I have a child walking in here right now because she hears me filming. Okay, out, go feed the dogs. So as usual, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have been sick for like a week and a half now. Out. Talking to the dogs now. Never fails. I start and they all come in. So of course I'm going to use my NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer, and I'm going to go ahead and use the E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer, which that's, totally backwards for you guys, but this combo works really well. I haven't been using sponges like I was, but I always use the NARS at least in my more oil areas. So mainly just my T-zone. And a little bit goes a long way. But I'm actually going to try, so I've been trying to use Juvia's Place, which there's a lot of controversy behind it. I wore it yesterday, and it lasted all day, but it felt like it never set right, so I'm going to give it another go. I think I have the right shade. No one said anything. My mom's usually the one who will tell me if it's the wrong shade. But that stuff is thick. It lasts. But it never fully, I feel like it never fully sets, and that's gonna be a problem. Cause I do touch my face off and on all day. And the only spot that cause my nose area will start to kind of just itch, so I'll just kind of I won't itch it, I'll just tap it. If I have makeup on. If I don't, then it's okay, nah. But I always try to be really gentle around my eye area because I don't want wrinkles. I mean, I know it's gonna inevitably happen eventually, but that don't mean that I want it to happen. So or it happens sooner than it needs to be. But has anyone watched the new Aladdin movie? My husband and I and our daughter watched it last night. There's several things he didn't like about it, but I think Will Smith did an amazing job, in my opinion. I'm not gonna give out any spoilers. I mean, if you've watched the cartoon Aladdin, then you already know what happens. There's something that he didn't do, but he didn't like the fact that Jasmine has her own song now, and that's one of my favorite things is yes. Because they're starting to do that more often in the live action movies with the princesses, or the princes, Beauty and the Beast. They gave the Beast his own song. And I'm sweet, because it kind of gives you more of a background on the character, in my opinion. But I am primed and ready to go. We have soccer tomorrow, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm just not. Okay, so here's the Juvia's Place. I really hope I can figure out what's going on with this, because this is actually a much cheaper foundation than what I actually use, my Urban Decay Stay Naked, or my Beauty Blender Bounce. Because I applied it yesterday with a sponge, so I'm going to use a brush today and see if maybe something was like something in there that like the sponge does apply a little thicker, but so this is the shade. Hold on, it's still drying. It looks like it looks like paint. It smells like regular foundation to me. Okay, so this is the shade Vienna 700. Juvia's Place does have a very large foundation range, and they do start with the darker colors first. And I know Jeffree Star has mentioned it, and I do really appreciate that, because there are some foundations out there that are like lots of, you know, light colors and then itty bitty for darker colors. So okay, let's try this with a brush today. See if maybe something was up with that. But of course, don't forget to always blend it down the neck, blend into your hairline, over your ear. Now, if I'm not going to be showing my ears, then I don't worry about it quite as much. The nice thing about brushes is I feel like you can get it to like spread easier and get a better blend, in my opinion. Actually, I take that back. Depends on the foundation. Depends what product you're working with. If you're working with, like, honestly, the Beauty Blender foundation, the Bounce, or is that the shade that it's in? No, it's the Bounce. It doesn't really actually apply better with a Beauty Blender. And that's the darkest light color they have. But the Juvia's Place is sold over at, it is sold at Ulta. The Ulta I go to, they actually now have a whole section dedicated just for Juvia's Place. And I was like, finally, because I've been wanting to try it. I'm sorry. I hate not feeling good. But, but it is sold over on the drugstore side. And, which makes me excited because it is a little bit cheaper then. And I'm just trying to find something that fits better in for my wallet, works better for my wallet. Don't get me wrong, I like using the more expensive foundations because I don't know, I feel like the formula is just a tad bit better. Doesn't mean it is. I don't know, something about it blending a little better. See, this color's a little too light, but I will make it work. Always blend down the neck, over your ears. Make sure, especially like, okay, so I have nose piercings. I have one here and I have one here. I always, like, especially with sponges, I can't get in around the piercings as well, but with a brush, I can. I might be going back to use my brush. This is the Jeffree Star JS1, the synthetic. So, we'll see. Like I said, I just want something a little bit more budget friendly, but more wallet friendly, because my husband hates when I go into Ulta. He actually did take me to Ulta when we were in Reno last. We were up celebrating our 1-year anniversary, which, wow, where did that year go? Feels like just yesterday we got married. But when I was at Ulta, when I went to Ulta by myself last, I was picking up some stuff that I had ran out of, that I had fallen, like, because I had gotten like the little mini size to try, and I had run out, so I was picking up a full version of it so I could, you know, continue, you know, like doing what I do. And The ladies at the benefit counter, because where I go, they have their benefit right there when you walk in the door. Because I know some Ultas, there's MAC. I mean, there's always different brands. Well, the one I go to, it has benefit. Well, the lady stopped me. She goes, "Here, I want to try this on you." And she, of course, put like a very auburn red of eyebrow pencil on me, and I'm like, "No, girl, this does not work. I've been trying auburn before. Just doesn't work. It's too red." And so then we got the, I think, blonde. It was like a mix of a blonde and the auburn, but that one worked better. So I picked that up, and she goes, "Well, I want to try this new concealer on you. Looks like a pencil, that one." And I was like, "Okay, whatever, I'll try it." You guys, okay, I didn't buy it because I had already put my Shape Tape in the bag, but that stuff, it lasted all day. It worked very well. It didn't get tacky. It was really nice. So, try it. If you don't know about something, try it. Okay, just try to blend it out, the edges at least. This is really light foundation. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I don't see any, I feel hair. See? You see it right there? I just barely touched it, and I don't know if that's from the foundation or if it's from the concealer. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do some bronze. Yeah, I'm going to go with, I was going to do my Physicians Formula, but I'm going to go ahead and use my Benefit and Hoola. So I just got this new brush. It was on the 21 days of sale on Ulta. It's the It Cosmetic, it's the It brushes for Ulta, the Velvet Luxe Impress brush, the 324. I didn't know it had a little crystal on the end. So we're going to go ahead and try this today. I don't know if this will do what I want it to, but it's actually doing really well. I wanted a crisper line for my bronzer, which I did get, and I wanted something I wanted more like a fan, like a highlighter fan like this. And I fell in love with this brush one of the last times I was at Ulta. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go into Dallas. I'm going to go do my underneath. I'm going to go make sure my child's getting dressed. Okay, I'm going to go back into Hoola and go ahead and go around the face area. It's a huge brush. I'm gonna take my IC brushes, the all over powder, the 211, and just kind of help blend it out. I'm gonna go ahead and take the JS one again and just kind of tap around that edge, blend it out a little bit more, make it look more natural. Okay, you know what, I already have this out, so I'm going to go ahead and go into do my blush. So I'm going to still use the Benefit, and we're going to go into Dandelion and California. I'm going to mix the two shades. This is the Soft Focus Sculpting 313. Again, has a little rhinestone at the end, and I did not know that when I bought this. Okay, I'm just going to kind of tap it on. I really do like the Benefit blush. It just is so subtle. But I gotta do my nose. I still haven't done my nose yet. I feel a hair somewhere. I can feel it. Oh well. Okay. How's that bad? Oh, I was gonna do my nose. Okay. Okay, so this is just a Morphe brush. I'm gonna go into Hoola. I'm gonna take my Jeffree Star mirror here. I'm just gonna go along the edge. I'll blend it out. Josephine. This is actually an eyeshadow brush, but to get... Hey! Come here! It's Friday. Our kids out here where we live, they don't go to school on Fridays, which really helps. Then go do it and go get changed. Okay, go. Okay, so I do have it kind of, this right here, this was a straight line, I didn't curve it, so that's my fault. But I'm going to take my Jeffree Star brush and just kind of, I don't have anything on it, I mean, besides what I already had. I'm just going to kind of tap around it, kind of conceal it a little bit, blend it out a little bit more, and there you go. There's my sculpt of my nose. So anyway, that's how I do my face, but I do still bake. I do bake, so I'm gonna get my JS2, and I'm gonna use Coty Airspun today. It kind of varies what I want to use each day. Sometimes I'll use the Huda Beauty, which I do really like. When I was finally able to find this Coty Airspun, I was like, yes, finally! Like I've been trying to find it forever now, and I finally found it. So remember, if you don't powder right away, still remember to tap out, blend out the crease underneath your eye, so you don't want to set it until after you blend it out, because you don't want a permanent, like an all-day crease right there. I do end up putting foundation and like concealer over my eyelids, so I do set that too. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I basically bake my entire face. especially my T-zone. I need to go get my eyebrows done again. But the one thing I hate about baking is I'm still practicing, but I still get it all over my shirt. Let's see if I can get this off. Got something all over the bottom of my shirt. So anyway, that is what I do with my face. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes and all that, and I'll give you guys a finished look when I'm done. Bye for just a second. Okay, there we go. I had started this portion and then I realized I didn't have lipstick on, so there we go. I have lipstick on. Anyways, there you go. I used the new Jeffree Star Morphe Collab palette. I'm trying to get used to it. My favorite palette's still the Jawbreaker palette, but I mean, it's, you know, what ifs. I had to pin my hair back. I think I look okay. Do I? I feel like this needs to come out a little bit. Oops. Piece came out too far. Oh, there we go. Better? I think so. But anyway, there you go. I am wearing the Bite. I think it's Bite. It's Bite? Yeah, it's Bite. Yeah, the Bite in shade Chai. I actually gotten a little mini one of this a while ago. But anyway, there you go. I have to finish getting ready. I gotta go to work today, and I don't want to, but it's okay. It's just another day. And this lighting is horrible in my home. But anyway, thanks guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.